So we had really heavy rain last night, a really heavy storm, and this morning there is rivers and lakes everywhere where they're not normally, and I just thought I would stop here and show you what's happening with this crazy river. There is rapids in it, as you can see. And it's flooded its banks. So we are off on a little adventure today, getting some pallets and trying to take them back to the house in the car. Could be interesting.
Não sei muito bem como é que eu vou transportar isto. O que estava a achar é que podia pôr.
So we've loaded the car. These ones here are really heavy. And then we have 4 on the top, and we need to do another trip for what we are wanting to make back at the house. So let's see if with all the weight of these pallets, George can actually get out. Well, so far so good. Here he comes. Maybe just do that one first.
And we see how it
Yeah.
feels. Yeah.
Because it would be better if we didn't cut the end of it, or because it needs some support on the end of it. You know? That's pretty good.
That's much better already. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Beatrice, are you coming to help? Push back.
And now this bit that is with the rock.
We're just breaking a bit of the render off the wall, bottom of the wall, so that the pallet can fit as close up to the wall as possible. And there's no way you'd actually be able to break any of that granite with a tiny little hammer like that.
Okay. Perfect. Yep, solved.
Okay, so let me hold that so it doesn't fall down.
Just a bit more.
That's better.
And so, aha,
That's better.
getting there. Oh,
It's
yes.
like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah. Kind of love it. Yeah. Now.
We were able to complete the side part and the back part of the log store, but what's going to happen is well, we had a delivery of logs, that's why we were doing it really quickly. What we're going to do is to extend the height of this and then, well, only by a little bit actually, and then we're going to just put a roof onto the top, so that then it's going to keep all the logs dry. At the moment we're just covering it with some plastic sheeting, and unfortunately, because it was raining yesterday when the logs got delivered, a lot of it got wet. So now, as it's not raining at the moment, we're trying to dry it all out. And here is the little Roman bridge. I wonder how many people have ridden over it on an e-bike. Not many people, I don't think. How beautiful is it here? After all that heavy rain coming down to the river here, and you can see like all this silt that's come from the river here, so it's flooded, completely flooded over here to this point here, and all the way around there there's still some water there, and you can see like where it then went around the corner. Wow. Yeah, look, it came up, well, up here, and
blocked by the rock and
Oh yeah, all this,
and
all the sticks and stuff.
yeah. And within the tree there, boom boom. And here some more.
Wow, that must have been crazy. So yeah, the water flew, came down this bit here, and then you can see there's still what's left there, and the river then running behind it. But wow, look at all this, the force of that water to bring all this debris of the sticks and everything here was quite something. We've walked down by the side of the river to this building here that we're wondering if was the old, climbing over a wall, mill house. Potentially, because it has that, I don't know, big stone in the middle, pillar. There is a beautiful Serra Estrella dog here on this piece of land. We've met her before. She's very friendly, very boisterous when she first meets you, so if you're kind of scared of dogs, it's a bit intimidating, but she's just wanting some love. So, I want to cross this little brook without falling into the river, which is just here. And, oh, where's the doorway? I thought there was a doorway around here. So, we have a creative project going on over here. And, oh no, show me first. What do you do? So first of all, we have these plastic bottles that have been cut, and there is a hole here towards the bottom, and we're now going to put some sand in it. And the reason why we are doing this is so that we can try to propagate some plants. Trees actually. There is a hazelnut tree, and so the hole, so there's a hole here, then we have to put a piece of cloth over the hole to stop any water that's going to be put in there later.
Not to stop the water.
Not to stop the water?
Sand.
Oh, sorry, to stop the sand.
Because the water will flow out.
Yeah,
Yep,
I get to stop the sand from coming out so that the water can flow out, but the sand obviously doesn't come out of the pot.
Yeah.
And so we have some hazelnut trees that, not trees, but they're tiny little branches with some tiny little roots that we're going to be putting in these. And we're also going to be trying to do some rosemary plants and some tagazasht, which I am very excited about because that is a nitrogen fixing shrub that I want to plant in the field to help the soil in the field. So the sand is filled up in here, and so the principle being that then we will stick the stick into the sand, water that, and I'm going to show you that. So the experiment has begun by planting, these are all hazelnut twigs or cuttings, just very, as you can see, they're just very small cuttings. And I'm not sure how long this is going to take before they start growing roots, but I will keep you posted. And by the way, these aren't all for us. We're doing this many because some might not work, and also we will give some away to anyone who would like hazelnut trees. I was just looking out of my French doors and saw that one of the beautiful old oak trees has fallen down with all this rain and wind we've been having. So this is where the tree has fallen down, and as it's fallen down, it has completely, well, not completely destroyed the wall, but the wall is fallen. Look at this. Wow. It was a big tree. Just the weight of it has uprooted it. Look at that. That is going to make some fine wood for the fire for the owners of this piece of land. As I'm passing by my neighbour's house, I wanted to show you something that we noticed the other day, and that is that this tree is one tree, and half of it, as you can see there, is lemons, and the other half of it is oranges, and it is definitely only one tree. We came across an old photo of the house back from 2014, like 10 years ago. And how cute does it look? A lot has changed. The big tree there by the left side of the house is no longer there. That was an oak tree. And the wall there has been completely rebuilt. Obviously, the gates aren't there at the moment. And the chimneys, they've got painted white, which I really, really like. And it has old windows in it. And the windows and the door layout now are completely different. But it looks so cute. And this photo here shows a big lemon tree in the courtyard there. It's got where the water storage tank is. There's a pergola over it, which is exactly what I was talking about doing the other day. And it's covered in a vine, as you can see there at the back. And there is rose bushes all in on the left-hand side by the house. And yeah, it gives me a beautiful vision of how it could be. And just look at the field at the back. It's full of vegetables. And if you look behind the field, you will see the tall brick wall and the roof that used to cover it. So I was right in saying that there was a big roof there that was covering that area. At last, the sun is shining again and we have blue skies. Oh, it's so nice after so many days of a lot of rain. It's still quite windy though at the moment. But this morning I had a delight because when I came out here, I saw that my tulip bulbs have started to pop out of the ground. Oh, the first signs of spring. So that is a delight to me. I was going to render the wall in the old kitchen today. And then I realised that I hadn't actually put the fixer on the wall. So I was going to do that job. But then when I came in here and looked, I saw that this back wall actually did have some damp on it. So I cannot do that job at the moment. What I'm going to do though is I have bought the humidifier in here and I'm going to put this on and dry out this back wall. It's not so damp, but before I do anything with it, I just feel like it's a good idea to try and dry it out as best I can. So while I'm here in the old kitchen, I thought I would give you a little update as to what happened this week. I had my electrician stroke plumber who did the wiring for me in the main house come over, and so that I could talk to him about what my electrical needs and my plumbing needs are here in the old kitchen. And although he can't come and do the work for about a month, I need to clear all of this stuff that is everywhere in the old kitchen. There is quite a lot of it out, and make space for it in the adega, because that's really the only dry storage space I have external to the house at the moment. So that is going to be happening probably next week, and hopefully I'm going to get this wall behind me rendered by the end of this week. Maybe not by the end of this video though. In fact, very likely not. But for next week, that is what I would like to get done. The humidity level on here at the moment is reading 73. So let's see how far this can drop by having this running in here until it's full of water. It's been running for most of the day and it still says, oh, just went to 68%. So I'm just going to turn it off and see how much water is actually collected. Might have to put the phone down for a minute. Interestingly, yeah, thank you for telling me that I've taken the tray out. It's not actually collected very much water at all. Now, I can't remember how long it takes normally. And what I'm concerned about is how much electricity consumption this is actually using. So I'm going to test that out first. And then if it's not using so much, then I'm just going to let it run constantly until this is full, I think. So I was just walking down the road here to meet my friend for Friday morning coffee, and what do I see in the distance? Snow on the top of the Serra da Estrela. Wow.